That's a Porsche 992 GT3 RS.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Wheelsboutique. I'm your host, David Nussbaum, and today we have a pretty special vehicle right behind me. It's not like you can miss it. I'm not a tiny dude, but this is a giant car. This, of course, is the brand new Mercedes-Benz AMG G63 4x4 squared. So you guys, I'm sure, are familiar with the previous generation of this car. I believe it was the G500, which was a W463 chassis code that they released, I want to say 2016, around that area, and they made approximately 500 for the world. So of course it was one of the best sellers that Mercedes had at the time. So they thought, you know what, let's ratchet it up just a little bit more. That previous generation was a little bit underpowered, so let's throw in a bi-turbo V8 G63 engine into this, and of course do the same sort of suspension setup. The portal axle lifted by, geez, I don't know how much, but I'm about 5'10" on a good day on my Tinder profile, and this is with my hand extended, so you could see how tall this vehicle is. So this, of course, is not how it comes with from factory. We've of course made some modifications to it, and the very first thing that you'll see off the bat are these brand new aftermarket 3-piece wheels. It's from 1886 wheels. They're custom forged 3-piece, as I mentioned, and it's a 16 spoke. So naturally, 1886 calls this the XR16. Now, the reason why it has 16 spokes is because if you look at it, this is not a traditional 5-lug bolt pattern or 6-lug bolt pattern. This is an 8-lug bolt pattern vehicle, and it has to be like that because of the overall weight and off-roading capabilities of this car. So if you take a closer look at the design of the wheel, the lug hole seat is incorporated in between each spoke. So naturally, you have an 8-lug car, you multiply that by 2, and that's how you get the 16 spokes. So the outer lip appears to be color matched to the stealth kind of grayish bronze color that came from factory, and the center face is a satin black finish. You also have a very cool 5-piece center cap. So I know in years past there used to be 2-piece center caps, 3-piece center caps. 1886 skipped a 4-piece center cap and they went to a 5-piece center cap. So there's so much customization to this cap. You can do various colors for the ring that holds the actual cap. You can do the forged carbon fiber or the standard carbon fiber weave that's on the backdrop of the cap, which is what this truck has. And this truck has that because of all the Brabus carbon fiber that we've done to it. Now, I believe the little secret is that Brabus actually builds these for Mercedes. There's not really confirmation on that, or none that I could find, but I think that is the case. But Brabus also offers aftermarket parts for options that Mercedes doesn't offer from factory. First and foremost, you'll see the first thing right off the bat, which is what Brabus calls the power dome, or what we call the carbon fiber hood scoop. So on the other side of this, you'll see on the ventilation, it says Brabus. So you can actually see it while you're driving and be reminded that you have a pretty badass truck. Of course, the Brabus Power Dome has the B logo up in the front, and in the grille, we have the Brabus B logo as well. Brabus also offers this badge in illuminated Brabus, but all of these pieces are individually picked by the customer, so you don't have to do everything from the get-go. You also have the carbon fiber front fascia attachment, which surrounds one of these LED lights, and carbon fiber underride protection is what Brabus calls that, with of course their logo. Moving around to the roof area, I believe that this is going to be one of the factory pieces. It's carbon fiber that holds the LED lights and the entire roof rack and the ladder, which we'll get into the back as well. But again, if you do not order your G63 4x4 squared with these parts, you can do it in the aftermarket with Brabus. Another thing that we did on this was, of course, the Brabus Widestar wide body kit. And not just a regular wide body kit, we have the carbon fiber trim extensions. So you'll see right off the bat, this piece here, it's about 1.5 inches or so of carbon fiber, and that extends the flared fenders already even further. So I believe in total, it extends the width of the car by 40 millimeters on each side. So just under 2 inches, and makes it even wider, which can accommodate the wider wheels. 24 inch in diameter, 12 inch in width, and the tires, which are 37 inch in height by 13.5 inch wide, and of course by 24 for the wheels. So carbon fiber galore. You've got this big piece vent right here. You also, when you open up the door, you see the Brabus drop down step, which is absolutely gorgeous. The illuminated LED lights for the side step, and we also did the custom interior in the orange. So a la carte, bespoke, customer selected this interior. It smells delicious, absolutely delicious. It smells like a meal in there. So to make sure that the interior also looks as good as the exterior. Moving our way to the back side, there's a lot more Brabus things to go over. Again, you can see the extensions here. You can see this little vent that's in carbon fiber. This piece right here that says 4x4 squared, that's actually a Mercedes option. The Brabus one will say Brabus on it and have like a kind of a brushed aluminum, which you can do in different colors. And of course the step ladder, which I'm not gonna try and get onto. But again, if you don't have this from factory, you could do it with the Brabus piece. Really cool. If you haven't seen this G-Wagon before, the previous generation had this bar. It's like 2 bars, and it looked pretty weird, but that was to get this car passed with USA regulations. It had to be a specific height from the ground so that if somebody was to rear end the car, they wouldn't get absolutely pancake or sandwiched. But Mercedes went back to the drawing board, created this billet aluminum rail with some little circles here, which is pretty cool. So I think that that is a neat little upgrade that they've done with the current generation G63 4x4 squared. Again, we'll open up some of this. You guys will see some of the parts that we had to continue to hold for the customer, but the orange interior Alcantara right here, the stitched leather right here, it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what you're gonna load in this because it's pretty high. You might need somebody with the strength of Marvin behind the camera to lift something up in here, and the door feels absolutely super heavy. Of course, you've got the 5th wheel here. We could not do the 5th 1886 wheel just because of how much wider it is than the factory wheel. It would not have fit with this little cover on here, but that's kind of the price you pay for trying to get something to look completely custom and to your liking. I believe that this is the first 4x4 squared of the new generation that we've had on the channel. So let us know what you think about all the Brabus pieces. Let us know what else you would want to see, what other wheels in general. I want to make Marvin move out of the way because we have another Brabus G63 taking off. And when you have it side by side, the 4x4 squared obviously is not as high because it's on that flatbed, but it made the regular G63 look like a toy car. It really did. So once you look at everything from the side, proportionally, it all works. When I had my colleague Julio mounting the wheels, they looked absolutely massive. He needed help from another colleague to be able to lift these up onto the mounting and balancing machine. But when you have it on this massive truck, it looks perfectly proportional. So again, let us know what you think about this Brabus 700 G63 4x4 squared. What's your favorite piece? Is it one of the roof racks? Is it the wide body kit? Is it the wheels from 1886? Let us know, because we're gonna do a lot more of these bad boys. We're gonna do a lot more different color interiors, maybe teal, maybe a pink for any women clients that we have. And you know, we enjoy doing this. So the more that you guys like it, the more we'll do big builds like this, and the more that we'll feature it on our channel. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. And before some cars run us over, Let me do my catchphrase outro. See you in the next one.